Who could forget when Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou right here at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia? Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. It's the Pac-Man making his way to the ring, a man that doesn't even need an introduction, an absolute legend. What hasn't Pac-Man done? One of the most recognizable boxers in the history of the sport.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Fighting out of the blue corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. The left jab is landing at will. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot. There's a counter shot. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
How about that time counter shot? Catch and shoot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Defense is not an option for these two. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell to start round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have it.
Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter lands. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Both men step back for just a moment. Miss with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be...
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well done with that counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Just missing with the right uppercut. Good counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. These two were made for each other. That counter punch caught him clean. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but
Get your mind back on the job.
on to the fourth we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Beautiful counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Perfect counter shot. And Manny goes down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? One, two, three, four, five.
They exchange. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Right, let's go out there.
On to the fifth we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Nice counters. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter punch right up the... Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot? Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt. Look.
There's the bell to start round 6. Whoa, wait a minute! Oh, Pacquiao is seeing stars after that one. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Pacquiao is rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Insane action. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Punch lands. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Was almost a 10-8 round. There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. Punch, counter punch. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Did a nice job blocking the right jab. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Watch it again one more time. Appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
They believe they're
Win this round.
There's the bell to start round 8. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The stamina is off the charts. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. Left hook missed. Nice counter. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain of a brain.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace. To get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.